Welcome to your daily focus for January the 10th, 2018. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Now, let's see what the cards have to offer. Eight of Wands, going forward. Propelling our wishes, our dreams. We're feeling confident today. We're feeling strong today. We're feeling as if we can go forward. This is a movement kind of day because those wands are in motion. So it's not just potentially dreaming about your dreams or your wishes or your goals, but actually doing something to move you forward. We have the Nine of Pentacles in the middle again. In the middle again, too. Telling us that we have come through the hard part, that we have gained the knowledge, we've gained the expertise. We've honed our talents and our ability. We've become more truthful with our inner self and who we want to be and who we want to become, and what we want to do. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles always brings in a lot of recurring energy again. Knight of Pentacles. He holds that pentacle strong. Now, he is in full armor, so yes, we have to work for this. Wherever we're going, we have to work for it. We're also got a lot of green. The horse is dressed in green, and so are we, by the looks of it. Our tunic is green, our cape is green. So it's about growth. It's about our future potential. So let's stop there and go back to the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands, we see what we want to step into, what we want to go forward into, whether it's a relationship, deepening a relationship perhaps, a friendship, a partnership, a job, a career, a new business opportunity, our health, our well-being, our spirituality. We're aiming for the horizon. We're going forward. We're going on the adventure. We're imagining what it will be like, what it will smell like, what it will taste like, what it will look like. And there's action involved today. Because in some way we're actually moving. We've got that momentum. We're moving forward. Now we do have, I think the sun is sextiling Mars today. If we haven't had enough energy in the sky lately. So that is how we can go forward. This could create a lot of energy. Yes, it would, definitely activity would be promoted on a day like today. Utilizing that. Otherwise, you're going to feel restless. You're going to feel tense. You're going to feel stressed. And you're not even going to know why. So today may be that day when we need to roll up our sleeves and get to work. Today may be that day when we just need to get together with friends and, I don't know, enjoy some kind of sport together. Tennis or racquetball or squash or volleyball or you name it. Maybe just going for a jog together or a walk together. Utilizing that energy in some way today to move us forward. And it has to, remember, we're in Scorpio and the sun isn't, or not the sun, the moon just moved into Scorpio yesterday. So that is making us look inward at what really brings out the passion, the joy. It's going deep into the layers. This is not a time to turn away from what your intuition is telling you to do. This is not a time to back away from something that might seem a little scary or unknown, or if it feels right. If you know in some way that you were supposed to walk forward in this. It's not a day, I guess what I'm trying to say is to sit on the fence and watch the day go by. It's time to jump off that fence and Go after your dreams. In some respect, go after your dreams. We also, I believe, this is the last day that Mercury will be in Sagittarius. So after today, we're going to find that when we communicate with people, it's going to be more of a no-nonsense approach, or it's going to be more thought out or planned out. It's goal-oriented, but Sag kind of brings that sparkle of magic to our words, so we could be a little bit more charming today, suave today, in order to persuade people to see the way that you want to go forward and to see how you want to create the relationship, or get excited about your goals and your dreams with you. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Now, the Nine of Pentacles is always a beautiful omen saying things are getting better. Well, even if you don't feel that, remember, with this card, many times it's the storm has just passed. So we have come through the storm. We've come through the fire. We've come through the chaos. We've come through the stresses and the sorrows. And even if we don't feel it at this moment in time, each day should make us stronger, filled with more vitality. But we definitely know what we want deep in our heart. And we have a lot of Scorpio energy asking us to look at those parts of ourselves, to be truthful with ourselves, to be honest with ourselves about where we find our happiness, where we find our joy, where we find our contentment. Do you want to lose 10 pounds because everybody else is that size, or do you want to lose 10 pounds because you're uncomfortable with how you look? To you, not to anybody else. Who cares what anybody else really thinks, because it's you that matters. It's your opinion. It's your perception. And if you don't like what you are looking at, or you don't like what you are thinking, then change it. Because they're your thoughts. They're your perceptions. It's one of the reasons I think meditation is so powerful, because for that brief moment in time, there's only you and your thoughts. So you don't have to edit to please somebody else or to fit into society's norm in some way. That you can be completely honest with yourself, thus revealing some important secrets that you've keeping from your very self, that you've pushed down, that you showed to somebody or many people at one point in time, and the reaction you got was one that stifled that voice, stopped you from dancing, stopped you from celebrating who you truly are. And it's time to embrace that part of you. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is all about the messages that can come in. And I think if we're honest and true with ourselves today, if we put forth some action plan today, get some momentum going in our life of where we want to go and how to accomplish it, even if it's a minor step, it's a step in the right direction. We seem paused on our horse here. We are looking towards our future. We are contemplating where we are going, what we want to do, who we want to become, how we're going to make that abundance grow in our life, how we are going to become successful, or bring peace of mind in, or bring balance in, or bring love in, well-being. Maybe it is to raise our finances, get that new job, step into that new career. What path do we take? What is the right steps going forward? And I think that really will be revealed to us as we go forward. Thus, it's in the third position of the energy that we are stepping into. And we are stepping into that because on the 15th, I think that's when Jupiter and Pluto have a sextile. And it'll be one of 3 that we experienced this year. And then we won't see one again until 2022. So this is the first wave, and it's really, you know, these are large outer planets that are talking. So it changes your path. And I don't think we get much of a say here with this. I think that things, you know, we think, I want this in my life. I want to go after this in my life. And then all of a sudden that opportunity shows up for you to do just that. And it's whether or not you believe in yourself or follow your intuition that you take that step forward. The Queen of Earth fall out. Well, let's go to the Queen of Earth, shall we? She has something to say. Practical and grounded, trustworthy, earthy, resourceful, a gardener who tends to what has been planted. I am committed, down to earth, and clear about my goals. I am honest as I work with others to keep it real and be true to what we are doing and the challenges before us. I use all my resources wisely, whether they are finances, opportunities, or people willing to help me in my endeavors. So I am committed, down to earth, and clear about my goals. You do look pretty committed here. Although I think that there is a little bit of fog on your goals still for many of you. And I think people who are listening right now to the cards, to the energy, is feeling that restlessness. Don't, you know, take a deep breath. Trust your intuition. Trust who you are and what brings you happiness and what brings you joy. And stop trying to edit how it's going to come into fruition for you. Don't worry about the editing as much as applying yourself to the moment. And just take care of the moment, the present. And watch what unfolds for you going forward because of it. I use all my resources wisely, whether they are finances, opportunities, or people willing to help me in my endeavors. And when I read that, I thought, we ask ourselves in each action, each word, each conversation, each step forward, how does this bring in value into my life? Or does this bring in value into my life? So when you start to Netflix binge, ask, is this bringing value into my life? Or were you going for a walk or a jog with a friend? Is this bringing value into my life? And start to be very conscious of those steps you're taking and those conversations you're having and what exactly it can bring in, potentially bring in to your future, to your tomorrow because of what you're doing today. And it doesn't have to be big giant steps in order for it to be big giant results. You just have to make a commitment right now to yourself. And then use some energy to take a small step in that direction. And not hope and not wish. And definitely do not doubt, but expect. Expect the good things to come into your life right now. Because we have some beautiful energy all year that is promising that. But we still have to do the work. It's very much with the first card, Eight of Wands. We still have to do the work. Get an animal card here. The book flew over. So very positive cards today. We just have to be positive. This is not a day to sit back and relax. This is a day to roll up your sleeves and get to work and do something. Maybe it is putting an ending on something. Remember, we are still in that full moon energy. Next week we'll step into the new moon energy, but it's okay to be releasing and completing and letting go right now in order to make way for the new, to prepare the soil for the planting of the seeds. Maybe that's where your focus needs to be in order for you to really feel like you can go forward. So yes, putting your energy into something that is a completion, an ending. Maybe it's just getting rid of the clutter in the closet, or maybe in your living area, or maybe in your work area. Maybe it's having that overdue conversation that you've been putting off. Maybe it's getting certain responsibilities off your plate so that you have time to invest in a new path forward. Eye on the prize. The vulture appears. Eye on the prize. Release goals and vision. In order to land your dream life, you need to make a conscious effort to visualize it happening. However, keeping your eye on the prize takes practice. It's all about getting rid of misconceptions about yourself, giving up the emotional baggage, and putting a new belief system into place. And that's by Stephen R. Covey. Vulture tells you that you have waited long enough to gain the life that you want. You have spent wasted time looking at what everybody else has and spent too much time wishing instead of doing. You can't make this up, huh? I'm just so humbled every time I do a reading. It's just amazing how it all comes together each and every time. It's now time for you to create short-term goals along with long-term goals. Make yourself accountable by writing your goals down. It helps to keep a vision of what you want in clear sight. Pick up projects from the past and make an effort to finish them. Completion helps open the doors for new projects instead of cluttering the path. These projects can be as little as rearranging your cabinets, cleaning the garage, or sparkling up your resume and sending it out. Spend some time reflecting on the past years and bring about conclusions. Think of it as the time the farmers harvest their crops and prepare the land for the next season. You too have to prepare your mind, body, and soul for the same. Visualize what you want to have happen, and then keep your eye on the prize. So I don't think I could have said it better than vulture, so I'm sorry for all those extra words I said beforehand. I didn't know vulture was going to show up and tell you it all again. It's a beautiful time for us with the energy. We have to be true to ourselves. We have to put forth the energy, the want, the determination, the discipline perhaps. We have to keep our eye on the prize. And yes, take some time to clear up the clutter in your life, the things that hold you down, weigh you down, the old baggage. And definitely be like the farmers and start tilling that soil and getting ready for your new tomorrow when you plant those seeds. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.